Hello, this is part 2 of cutting the trouser. I'm using the front part to cut the back part, and I'm adding some inches. I'm adding 3 inches to that area. So you add 3 inches to that crotch area. 3 inches. 3 should be the maximum. 3 inches for that area. And then you add 2.5 inches to the inner leg. Add 2.5 inches to the inner leg. After adding 3 to the crotch area, you add 2.5 to the inner leg. After that, I'm going to extend the back part by 1.5. It should be 2 for maximum, but in this case, I'm adding 1.5. 1.5, raise the back by 1.5. If the person you're sewing the trouser has big butts, you can put 2. But in this case, I'm adding 1.5. So majorly, we put 1.5 in most cases. I'm transferring the measurements so that I can see whether they are correct and the same. I'm adding 1 inch for the darts. I'm adding 1 inch for the darts. That's I'm extending by 1 inch for the darts. Remember, the back part should have the darts. I'm adding 1 inch for the darts. And then I'm going to join from that 1 inch to the crotch area of the front part. As you can be able to see, I'm joining. It is somehow slanting. It is not straight. Yes, that way. After that, I'm going to make a curve for the back part. I'm going to make a curve for the back part. That's how the back should be looking like. It is simple as ABCD. As you can be able to see, that's the back part. Don't add anything to the side area. You only add inches to the inner part. Don't add anything to the side area. Now I want to cut it out and you will be able to see how the back looks like. I added 3 inches there and then 2.5 downwards. I added 1 inch for the darts and then I raised it by 1.5. I'm cutting it out. Yeah, that's how the back looks like. It has 2 pieces. It has 2 pieces. And then now I'm going to cut that area for the pocket facings. That's pocket facing. That's where you get the pocket facings from for the front part. After doing so, I'm marking the wrong sides. It is already marked. And then I'm going to put the dots. So I'm going to mark where I'll put the dots. First of all, take 2 inches from the inner part. First of all, take 2 inches from the inner part. Take 2 inches off from the inner part. And then whatever is remaining, divide it by 2. Whatever is remaining, divide it by 2. Then you find the middle point. Yeah, that way. After that, you mark 3.5 downwards. Mark 3.5 downwards. This 3.5 should be the maximum. 3.5 should be the maximum for the dots. Then you notch out so that you don't get confused. You notch it out. Yeah. The welt pocket is put on the right leg side. The welt pocket, if it is one in that trouser, you put it on the right leg side. You put it on the right leg side. Now that is the right leg side. Then I'm also marking 3.5 there for the darts, and then after that I'm going to put the wideness of the welt pocket, which is 5.5. The wideness of the pocket should be 5.5 maximum. I'm dividing that 5.5 by 2 and then put it there so that I can have it even in both sides. Make sure you have it even on both sides, that way. That's where I'm going to put the welt pocket, and the depth of that welt pocket should be 6.5. After that, now I'm going to cut out the band. In this case, I do not have the band facing, but I'm going to use this fabric to have the facing and the main band. The wideness of the band should be 2.5. The wideness should be 2.5. So after sewing everything, I'm going to remain with 1.5 of the band. The waist of this person is 28. 28 divided by 2, you get 14. 14 plus 6, you get 20. You're going to trim out the excess later. The waist, which is 28, you divide by 4, you divide by 2, you get 14. 14, you add 6, you get 20. So I'm going to cut out 20, the wideness of 2.5 inches. I don't have a ruler, but I'm going to use my tape measure. Yes, that way. I'm going to cut 2 pieces of the same. As I told you, I do not have the band facing, so I'm going to use the main fabric. So I'm cutting out so that I can have 4 pieces of the same. The 2 pieces are going to serve as the facing, and then the other 2 are going to serve as the main band. I'm marking out the wrong sides of that fabric. I have realized that this material is torn somewhere, so I'm going to abandon it and use another one. So in this case, it is a mistake. You don't do it also. It is a mistake. I'm going to cut out a new one because the other one, as you saw it, it is torn. I'm marking out the wrong sides. And then after doing so, I'm going to cut out the locks where the belt is going to sit. The locks, the wideness should be 1.5. The wideness of the lock should be 1.5. After sewing everything, you remain with 0.5. So you are going to fold in half, and then you sew it. Whatever remains is 0.5. That way. We need 6 pieces, and each piece should have 3.5. Each piece has 3.5 inches, and we need 6 pieces. 2 for the back, 2 for the side, and then 2 for the front part. And the wideness of each should be 3.5. So you take 6 times 3.5 to get the length which you're going to cut out from that fabric. So take 6 times 3.5 so that you can get the length which you're going to cut out. And then you cut it out that way. Remember the wideness should be 1.5. I'm marking the wrong sides also. Those are the locks. After that, I'm going to mark out now the pocket facing, the welt pocket facing. As you can be able to see, I want to cut out, but I'm trimming so that I can make a straight line there. I'm trimming out to make it straight. You cut 7.5 against 8. You cut 7.5 against 8. That is 7.5 against 8. You cut 7.5 against 8. That's the wideness of the welt pocket facing. You cut 7.5 against 8. Or you can say 8 against 7.5. You make something like a rectangle. I'm marking the wrong side. So those are the materials which we need for our trouser. We have the welt pocket facing, we have the locks, and then we have the band and band facing. Whatever is remaining, actually I'm remaining with the front pocket, which I'm going to cut the lining. I'm cutting the lining, and then the pocket should be 14 against 12. 14, you fold your lining into 2, and then you mark 7 to make it 14 well opened. So you fold into 2, then mark 7 against 12. So the 12 should be the length, and then 14, which is unfold, actually it is the wideness of the front pocket. I'm going to cut it later. And this is part 2 of cutting the back part of the trouser. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. I'm going to upload more videos. For any clarification, actually, you can do it. You can send a message, you can comment, you can ask a question, and then you can also do some corrections. And as I said, you can also ask questions. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and let us support each other. Goodbye. Thank you.